So in this video we are going to see how to do the static structural analysis of a step bar. So for this first we will need a static structural module. So we'll click on this and drag and drop this particular module of static structure in this window. Once you do this, the first step that you are supposed to do is you are supposed to rename this with your roll number. So for this I will rename it with BMEABC. You will rename it with your roll number. Second step is selection of material. So for this we are going to select the material which is aluminum alloy. So for that what we will do, we will click on this engineering data sources here, and then we will click on general material. So once we click on general material, you will see that number of materials appear in the drop down, and this we will select aluminum alloy as our material. So we will click on this, and there is a symbol that will appear in front of aluminum alloy that indicates that the material is added in your project. So next we will close this, and then we will click on geometry for geometry creation. So we will right click on this, and we will go with new design modeler geometry. So that will again open a window in which we can model the our required component. So once that opens, we will see that here we can create the geometry on either of the plane. But before going there, you can see that the scale which they have given here is in meter, but we want it to be in mm. So in units we will click and we will select millimeter. So now the scale is changed. Now we are good to go for creating of geometry. So for that we will right click on xy plane and click on look at, and then we will start with drawing a circle. So we will draw a circle, and then after drawing the circle we will give it a dimension. So in dimension you can see that it is showing 60 mm. We will convert it to 30 mm. So we have created a circle having diameter equals to 30 mm. Then we will extrude it. So we will click on this extrude, and then we will select the geometry. The geometry is already selected, as you can see. We will click apply, and then here the extrusion length we want to be equal to 50 mm. So we will enter a value 50, and then we will ask it to generate. So it will generate that particular node. Next we want to create another similar kind of geometry having 20 mm diameter. So for that we want to select this particular face. We are supposed to create the geometry on this particular face. So what for that what we will do, here selection filters are there. So here in selection filter we will click on faces. So it will select a face. So we will click on this face, and then we will right click here and click on look at. So it will activate that particular face. So once it activates, again we will go in sketching. We will click on circle, and at center you can see that there is a small plus sign indicates comes, and that means you are exactly at the center, and from that we will try to generate the circle. So once we create that particular circle, again we will give it a dimension. So now it is showing 17 mm. So we will convert it to 20 mm. So once we do that, next step is we are going to extrude it. So extrude, we are going to extrude it with so this is the geometry that we have selected. So we will click apply, and then extrusion again we want to be equal to 50 mm. So by default it has taken the previous value that we have entered 50, and then that is the requirement, and then we will click on generate. So this is how we are going to generate the geometry. So this is how we have generated a step bar of 30 mm diameter, this bigger part, and 50 mm extrusion length. Then second is 20 mm diameter, and again 50 mm extrusion length. Once we are done with this, next step is we are going to click on double click on this model. So again in this, for this model tab is used to create a setup, to apply the boundary condition, to apply the forces, and like this. So that will take a while, and then it will open in another new window. So as you can see that it has created that particular geometry. The new tab, new window. So again here before starting anything, we will right click here and rename it again with your roll number. So BME, I will enter ABC, you will enter your specific roll number. Second step is, as you remember that we have applied, we want the geometry to have the aluminum alloy material. Okay, so here we have to apply that particular material. If you don't apply, it will take structural steel as its default material. So to change the material, we are going to click on this solid, and then in this material tab here, you will see that there is a structural steel by default material which is applied, but we will click here in this arrow, and then we will select aluminum alloy as our material. So now here you can see that the aluminum alloy is the material is assigned to this complete geometry. So green portion indicates that the aluminum alloy is applied to complete geometry. Next we will go with the mesh. So we will right click uh, here. So here basically we are going to do the meshing in two different ways. First way is simply applying the by default setting. So we will click on mesh and we will ask him to update. So it will update the mesh, and you can see that the geometry is meshed like this. Okay, right. So this is what our default setting is. So initially we are going to go with this particular setting, and then we will refine the mesh. Then moving on to the next, this particular static structural tab is used to apply the different boundary condition and forces. So we want this rod to be fixed at this end, and there is a force of 50 kilonewton applied at this particular end. So what we will do, we will right click here, insert, and what we want support to be fixed support. So we will select this fixed support, we will select this particular face, and then we will click apply. So here you can see that it has applied that particular fixed support at this particular end. Next step, we want to apply a force. So what is how much force we want? So this is the tab for selection of force. So we will select force. Again we will select this particular geometry, we will click apply. So it has converted into red, and then we will enter the magnitude of the force, that is 50 kilonewton. This is the force that we have applied. Okay, right. So direction also you can change from here. So here you can see you can change the direction, but we want in this direction only, so we will keep it as it is. Next we want to find out the solution of total deformation, then stress, equivalent 1 minus stress, and strain, again equivalent 1 minus. So we will add all those solutions which are required in the solution tab, and we also want this to have the image of the mesh and the solution. So what we will do, we will click on mesh, we will go in here, we will click on figure. So it will add the figure, so it will add this particular figure. Then similarly, total deformation, we will click on total deformation, we will go here, again we will add figure. Then for stress and strain, we will repeat the same process. So once we are done with this, now we will ask him to solve. So for solution, you can either click on this, or you can right click and ask him to solve. So it will solve. Now here you can see that everywhere it is showing a green tick. That means it has solved this so complete system properly. And now you can see that total deformation, the values are given here in meter. Then equivalent 1 masses, stress, then strain. So all these things it has created. Now once you have done with your solution, once you get the proper solution with the green tick everywhere, then you will go in report preview. So it will generate a report which will include all the solutions and everything that is there in this particular trip. Okay, so this is the geometry. It will also show what are the dimensions, volume, all surface area. Then it will also show the mesh figure, because we have added the figure here. This is mandatory, all should do. Then also it will show us the uh, different images of the solution that we want. So this is how we are going to generate the report, and then we, for saving, we will go to send to, and we will click on Microsoft Word, provided Microsoft Word is installed in your system. So it will generate the report in Microsoft Word. So we will go in file, and we will click on save as. We will select a proper destination, and we will select. So this is what the report that is generated with course mesh, and we will save it as a PDF. So this is how it has generated the report. So you will save this and you will upload this particular report. Next, we are supposed to refine the mesh, and for refining, you are supposed to only vary the parameters which are there in the mesh. So this mesh we have generated by considering the course mesh. You can see here relevant center course it is written. Now what we will do, we will convert this to medium. Also we will add a method in which we are going to convert your triangular elements into hexahedron. So for that we have added the method here. So for geometry, this is the geometry we want, so we will select the complete geometry. We will click here and we'll click apply, and then instead of this automatic, we will go in the drop down and we will select hex dominant. Okay, and then we will ask him to update. So now you will see that earlier all the triangular elements which were there, now it will convert those tria into hexa elements or hexaedrons. So it will take a little while depending on the capacity of your computer, and it will generate a mesh. So now you will see that if you click on this mesh, now here the mesh is refined, number of elements has increased, and it has now converted your triangular elements into a hexagonals. And now you will again ask him to solve. Now here you can see that now it has solved. Now the values might slightly change here. Okay. Again we will go in the report. We will again generate a report for this. Okay, so again it has generated a report. Again we will go to send to Microsoft Word. It will generate the report in Microsoft Word. We will go in file, save as. We will select a proper destination, and then we will rename it with again your roll number. But now it is a fine or medium mesh. Okay, and file type is PDF. We will save this. So now you can see that all the things are in PDF and in required form. So this is how we are going to generate two reports for each experiment. Okay.